everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a race review of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. After last year, the one thing that I was hoping for was more battles on the track, but honestly I think the only battles that we're going to get is a civil war in Red Bull, because with Max not happy with the second place, Jos Verstappen looking so annoyed that Checo won, and then the team actually hiding stuff from Checo. They were like, oh, we're not going to tell you what Max is doing, it doesn't matter, just focus on what you're doing. That's a bit dodgy to me, right? I'm going to throw this prediction out there. I don't think Checo's going to stay with the team. It's a bit of a gamble. I honestly, this is probably a really bad prediction, but he gets treated so badly, and I just think Daniel would work better. Let's talk about McLaren, because just when you think it couldn't get worse for them, they prove you wrong yet again. You know, I did not think it could get worse after Bahrain, but wow, this race was something else. Both cars started okay, and it was like, okay, we're getting somewhere, you know, let's see this through. And Oscar hit Gasly, or Gasly hit Oscar. I don't actually know what happened there, but a piece of bodywork flew away. And at first I was like, you know, it's okay, it happens, start of the race, there's always going to be an incident or two. But out of all the 20 cars that piece of bodywork could possibly hit, it hit the only other McLaren. You just can't write these things. I thought McLaren were struggling and they were at the back of the pack, and then I saw that Bottas was underneath them, and I was like, what's happened to Bottas? Honestly, he was just chilling, he was just doing his own thing. It was like seeing Latifi back. Latifi personified in Bottas. This race gave us another masterclass from Ferrari. Honestly, I can't even... If McLaren have it bad, right? Yeah. But people who are McLaren and Ferrari fans, they could just cry. And I'm one of them. I could just cry. But anyway, I think Xabi could take away Brad's spot as the best race engineer.
You're pressing the pick confirm button.
The pick confirm button is the okay button, Brad.
But let's talk about the most interesting part of the race, which was the Alonso chaos, because basically Alonso took over from Ocon from last race because they both got a starting infringement penalty, right? They both went into the pits to serve that penalty. They both basically didn't serve that penalty properly, but the only difference is Ocon got told within the race that he got the penalty. Alonso got told half an hour after the race ended, which I think was absolute shambles from the FIA, because they had pretty much half a race to figure out if he was going to get the penalty or not, and yet they still decided to tell him after the race. So that was a shambles. Luckily he got the P3 back because it was well deserved, and honestly, I mean, George did well, but Fernando did amazing. So yeah, honestly, it was just chaotic. And those were the highlights of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. And you're probably like, what type of highlights were these? Because they were incredibly boring. But you know what? The race was incredibly boring. Honestly, I would give it a 2 out of 5, and if I'm being generous, a 5 out of 10, because hardly any battles. It was 50 laps. There was only one safety car. Not that I want there to be safety cars, but you know, it makes it a little bit interesting, you know? So there was only one, and it wasn't really... Honestly, sorry. The FIA need to figure it out, because they put a full safety car in when Lance Stroll did incredibly well to keep the car off the track once he stopped. So I don't even know what that was about. But anyway, I could do a whole video on how the FIA need to step up their game. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope to see you all again for the Melbourne Grand Prix, and yeah, bye.